Hi, ladies. Welcome to Back to School Night using Young Living Essential Oils. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Lowry. I'll be hosting this class with three other lovely ladies, Yvonne Christie, um, Karina Hernandez, and Alex Money. Tonight we will be going over how to keep your kiddos healthy. We all know that kids don't wash their hands. They like to, rub their nose and touch things and um, sneeze, not, touch other things, pick their nose and wipe it on things. We all know kids kind of aren't very cleansely. Um, yeah, I don't think that's really a word. Sorry, guys. Um, anyways, you get the point, right? Kids just aren't clean. So we will be talking about how to keep our kiddos clean, how to keep their immunity, to boost their immunity, their focus, because we all know kids just don't really like to focus, right? You put them in a school for 8 hours, they can't sit still. They can't even sit still at home. I know it's hard for me to focus when I start to read a book, right? Well, we all know it's hard, right? So that's why I pop in a few of my favorite um, focused oils, Clarity, Brain Power, and a few other ones I love to put in the diffuser when I'm working or I'm trying to study. So we'll also focus on sleep, first aid, and supplements for the kids, and much, much more. I just want to take a few minutes to say thank you. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. I love to educate everybody. I am going to say that we aren't doctors, we aren't nurses, we aren't healthcare providers. So we're not here to diagnose, treat, or cure anything. We're just here to educate you on different natural remedies for your kids and teachers and moms. Um, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how I got started with Young Living. One of my friends was posting on Facebook a lot about different things she was using for her kids, and it kind of struck my interest. I've heard about essential oils, but I was never really aware of what they are, or I just thought they were kind of for smell, and I was totally skeptical on it. I didn't really think they could be, worth anything. So she kept posting, and I was still keep getting interested. And, I kind of did a little research on it and didn't really find too much. I guess I didn't really look too hard because I didn't care. But I was more of a natural person. I've always tried to bend, and when I was diagnosed with MS, I tried to do more natural things, and I was in some pain. My legs and my back were bothering me, and I wanted to find some natural remedies for it. And so my friend Megan, her posts popped up more about pain that she had a headache, and she used this pain cream, and I'm like, oh, let's see. So I messaged her and I met with her, and she gave me something for pain and she gave me something for snoring because I told her my husband snored like a bear. So I came home and had my husband rubbing on my back, and within 15 minutes or so, not even, it starts helping me. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm like, this really can't be it. Why, I mean, how could this work? Everybody talks about, medicine, pain medicine. Why would this be something that would work natural? Um, so I tried again the next day and it worked again. And I tried it on my husband. I was like, okay, you try this. And he loved it. And then I was like, okay, well, let's try the snoring. So I put some on his big toe, and it worked. He didn't snore that night. Because usually I have to wear like earplugs or I just don't sleep in there because he snores so loud. But it worked that night. And I was like, no way. Yeah, the pain thing, maybe one thing. But snoring, no way. So I tried it again another time, and it, it stopped him from snoring. I was like, wow, it's amazing. So, you know, I talked to her more about it. I was like, I really need to get this here. But obviously, like financially, we just couldn't afford it. I was pregnant with my first baby, and we couldn't afford it. So fast forward a year later, in October, I got my premium starter kit with her. I loved everything, especially the sleep oils. I use them nightly. I mean, I always had to get up in the middle of the night to pee, being pregnant. But even when I wasn't pregnant, I still had to. Um, my husband loved the stuff for sleeping. He always had really bad sleeping problems and nightmares and stuff like that. So he loved that. He loved the sleep. It really, really helped him. And the stuff for snoring, the pain cream he loved, and of course he has really bad like focusing problems, and he was just starting out school at this time for his job. So I made him a roller and he loved it. He absolutely loved it. He said it was like he was a whole different person, that he could just focus on the task at hand, not think of a million things. And that helped him at night too. He would apply that, and then the cedar would release the natural melatonin, and he said his mind would shut off and he would just go straight to sleep. Like, it helped him fall asleep faster and stay in a deep sleep. So after that, I was like, this is awesome. So, I was sharing and sharing, and people were just asking me about it. And 2 months later, that's how I fell into the business. Started selling and haven't looked back since. I've been had my starter kit. This October will be 2 years. December will be 2 years of selling. Love it. I absolutely love helping people. I was in nursing school, so my background is in nursing, so I love to help people. I love the science behind the oils. I love, finding natural remedies for people. That's that's the best thing when somebody messages me or somebody tells me that, that really helped me. I could sleep at night now, or my back doesn't hurt. Or it's very fulfilling being a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and sometimes it's very fulfilling when somebody tells you that, and I love to help people. So that's what I'm here for, to help you guys. I'm here to educate you on oils that can help your children. So if you guys have any questions, oh, before I do say, I want to tell you guys that the more you comment on, there will be some questions throughout the videos. The more you comment and participate, the more your name will be put into a drawing for some giveaways tonight. I will be giving away several different things, like a sample of Thieves Cleaner, hand sanitizer, some chapstick, just different things that can focus roller, immunity roller, different things like that. Depending on how many people participate, it will be how many, it will determine how much I give away. So, thanks again, y'all, for checking our video out, checking our class out. I'm glad you guys joined us. Thank you. Hey ladies, I'm back. It's Michelle. I'm going to be talking to you about why choose Young Living. Well, they're known basically for their seed to seal. It's their claim to fame. That's what they're famous for. From the seed that they put in the ground to the sea on the bottom when it comes to your house. So, we care about our bodies, right? We care about what we put on our bodies. Shouldn't we care about what we're putting on our bodies? Young Living owns thousands of acres of organic farmland that has never been touched. They're the largest producer of essential oils and has 10 farms and distilleries around the world. No other company has that. Sorry, I was trying to see what. Like I said, no other company has that. Seed to Seal is Young Living's way of designating their essential oils and protecting nature's living energy in every bottle. So there's 5 steps to the Young Living process of an oil. The first step is the seed. Second step is cultivating. Third step is distilling. Fourth is test, and finally this seal. Um, The seed to seal guarantee means Young Living's oils are most effective than others on the market due to their strict quality control process. Um, from the moment the first seed is sown until the oil is sealed in the bottle, the seed to seal process ensures our oils deliver expected results. The guarantee means a lot if I'm going to be putting them on my body and my kid's body. That's number one. That's why I chose them. That if I'm going to be putting it on my body or my kid's body, um, the seed to seal is guaranteed for me. They're they can 100%, like I said, guarantee that the bottle is 100% pure. There's no expiration date. I think oh, this one, that they are Young Living has been around the longest, 20 years, over 20 years. They are the leader in the industry. Um, like I said, they have been around the longest. They do not have any expiration date on their bottles, and if there is an expiration date on the bottle, it's not 100% pure. The FDA has there's only 10%. You only need 10% of the oil to make it 100%, organic. In the in like health food stores or stuff like that, they can put 100% therapeutic grade essential oil on the bottle, and all they need is 10% of the actual oil. And that 10% is where they're getting it from farms. They don't actually own their own farms. You can't go there and see the process of the oils being made. At Young Living, you can. If there's several farms in the United States, you can go there at any time. They don't charge you. You can go to their farms and see the actual process of the oils being made. You can't do that with any other company. He uses what's his name? Gary Young uses land that's never been touched, it's never been fertilized, and the fertilizer that they do use, it's not organic fertilizer. They use their own essential oils because even organic fertilizer can change the DNA of the structure of the oil. So like I said, other bottles do have expiration dates on them, and if they do, they're not 100% pure. And you can also tell on the bottle if you freeze a bottle of not real oil, it will freeze. Young Livings will not freeze. So I wanted to make sure I hit everything. Okay, so okay, first no, I'm going to talk about that. No, I'm going to talk about, sorry, I'm getting disorganized here. I had little notes and then, I try to look at them and I'm like, okay, now I'm getting lost. So notes don't help me either. So I'm going to talk about something that is called, I know this is a funny term and everybody laughs when I say it, but it's the tea bag distillation, tea bag analogy. So take, for example, a hot cup of water and you dip your tea bag in there. The first cup of tea is amazing, right? You don't need anything in it. It's just perfect, the way it is, right? You don't need it. There's nothing you need to be added to it or taken out of it. It's just a great cup of tea. So that's the first distillation. There's 4 distillations. The first one is what I just explained, and that is the first distillation. That's Young Living's pure 100% oils. So then you take your cup of tea again, your water, and you take that same tea bag that's just been used a second time, and you put it in the water, and it's starting to get a little bit, doesn't taste as good, right? Yes, you kind of want to add a little bit of sugar, maybe a little bit of honey. Then it tastes good, right? You're adding just a little bit. Maybe you don't even want to add anything, but still, it's just like kind of watered down, right? Doesn't taste as good as the first one. That's second distillation. Third and fourth distillation is, say, take your same cup of tea, you take your water again, take that same tea bag and dip it in there, and it's really watered down right now. Now this time you really need a little bit of sugar, a little bit of honey, whatever you like in your tea to flavor it a little bit more because it really doesn't taste like tea. So that's the third and fourth distillation. They start adding things. only a little bit of oil with a lot added to it that you don't really you have no idea what's added to it. So it's basically just like kind of medication too. Like you don't know what's in it. With Young Living, you know it's 100% pure. It's coming straight from the ground. That's why a lot of their oils, when you smell them, it smells just like the ground. It smells very earthy. There's a lot of oils that smell very, very earthy. Um, you can't go to like Bath and Body Works and their lavender smells like, oh, lavender. That's what everybody thinks our lavender smells like. I have one of my friends that messaged me the day. If she's watching, she probably knows who it is and she's gonna laugh. But she messaged me and she's like, I think there's something wrong with my lavender. I'm like, well, why? She goes, it doesn't smell like lavender. I'm like, well, it's not from, Bath and Body, it's not supposed to smell like that. So if your lavender smells like that, it's not pure 100% lavender. I didn't think lavender smelled very good when I first smelled my lavender. I'm like, oh, ooh, I didn't know this is lavender. It's very potent. Their oils are very potent, so you only need like 1 or 2 drops of their oil. Whereas if you got an oil from like Whole Foods store, anywhere sells them now, guys. Everywhere sells oils, and you need to be very careful. I'm not telling you take my word for 100%. Please do your research. It's out there. You can do your research and know that this is the facts, not just me telling you. It's out there, and I want you to know that. So don't take my word for it. Go and look. Go to distillery9.com. It has some, but when you're going to these websites, make sure that they're credible, like .org, .edu, educational ones, not like a blog, a mommy blog, or somebody talking about oils just randomly. They're not. They're just gonna tell you your opinion. But anyways, I was talking about like so when you go to these health food stores and get oils, or now Cove sells them, Hobby Lobby, all these different places sell oils now, right? But you can, their bottle of frankincense is like $10. Let's even say it was like $14. Still, a bottle of frankincense from Young Living is $78, guys. And you need like 1 drop from their bottles from Young Living. You need like 1 or 2 drops, and that's all you need. And there's like 280 drops or more in a 15 milliliter bottle. So that lasts you a long, long time. And whereas like the ones from wherever else you're getting them, it only lasts maybe a month or so, not even that, because you're there's only 10% oil in there, maybe a little more. So you're needing more of the oil for it to actually work. And a lot of people, a lot of people think a lot of people are skeptical of it because they try these fake oils thinking that, oh, I'm gonna go the cheaper way. Okay, so go ahead, try it, tell me how you think. They don't like oils. They never want to go back to oils because they try these fake things and they're like, yeah, it never helped me. That didn't work. I don't like it. The smell gave me a headache or made me nauseous. Well, that's because it's not real. So, um, if you try the fake ones, make sure you try the real ones and then let us know. Um, so I think, that's all I wanted to talk about Young Living. I want to make sure that I got everything. Um, just check Young Living out. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love what Gary Young stands for. He's an amazing guy. I know there's stuff on the internet sometimes that say not so good things about him, but not everything's true. I love the foundations that he runs, the missionaries that he runs, how much money he sends over to Africa and different places like that for missions. Um, to help kids in need, and he tells you that stuff monthly, what he's doing and how your money, if you donate, how your money is being used. So I really like the guy. I really love, love, love what Young Living stands for. um, all right, guys, thank you for reviewing. If you have any questions about Young Living or need some more information about Young Living, I'm sure I probably forgot a few main things here. um, so um, please message me or comment on this video and we would love to help you. Thank you. Hi ladies, I'm back. I'm talking to you in this video, the next 3 slides about focusing. So When it comes to thriving kids, the ability to focus on the task at hand is obviously pretty important, right? It's pretty hard for our kids to focus sometimes, and putting them in school for about 8 hours, is very hard for them to actually concentrate on um, focusing. So while we certainly love our crazy children, we know they're pretty crazy. We also want to put only um, best natural, the best natural things in and on our children. So that's why the seed the seal is very important, like we just discussed in um, the previous slide about moving. So sorry, I have notes here to talk off of or to remind me so I don't forget anything. Um, okay, this one is really, really important. I want you guys to listen to this study. So in the research I found when I was talking, researching about focus oils for my husband, it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool research. Um, so the study that was talking about oils that are used for focusing. So a study took place during a 2-year span in the kids are aging 6 to 12. There's 20 kids had normal, healthy focus, and the other 20 of them were wanting or needing focus support. Essential oils chosen for the case was lavender, vetiver, cedarwood, and brain powder. We're going to be discussing these in a little later. The oils were administered by inhalation 3 times a day for 30 days. An inhalation device was also used at night to administer continuous inhalation of oil. The subject that inhaled when needed about 3 times during the day when they began to feel scattered. The inhalation of the oils provided to settle the brainwaves back to normal patterns and improve their performance and behavioral patterns. Each subject was tested on each oil for 30 days and then reevaluated by testing. Then another oil was used for another 30 days and reevaluated until each oil has been tested. Lastly, oil combinations were used in 30-day period. Brain power with lavender, with cedarwood, and vetiver. That was the last combination that was used. And the final results were lavender increased performance by 53%, cedarwood increased performance by 83%, vetiver increased performance by 100%. Amazing stuff, right? Because it has this special cedarwood and vetiver has cyclo, cyclo, cycloterpenes, which I'm going to go over here in a little bit. And that's what makes those so important, which I'm going to start discussing on what that is here in a minute. So bear with me. But first, I'm going to tell you here are some other favorite oils that are very good for focus. We have the first one, brain power. So, like I said, this oil is high in cycloterpenes. It promotes a sense of clarity and focus when used aromatically. So what is a cycloterpene? Many therapeutic-grade essential oils contain cycloterpenes. Cedar, brain power, cedarwood, vetiver being highest. So cycloterpenes, which is a chemical constituent in the oils that increase the amount of oxygen in the limbic system. The limbic system holds and houses your emotions. Which is the limbic lobe is in the back of the brain. When the oils are inhaled, oxygen in the pineal and pituitary gland is increased. This then sends signals for more endorphins to be secreted, cleanses our neurotransmitters, and increases our antibodies. Cycloterpenes also are mood elevating. They deprogram miswritten codes in the DNA. They are spiritually elevating. They create an environment that makes it difficult for disease to survive. They also are strong supporters of the immune system and boost the body's natural defense. So you can apply 1 to 2 drops with a carrier oil on the back of the neck in the morning before school or work. You can diffuse wherever your child studies, before they study or while they're studying, have the diffuser on the table. You could help your student or yourself improve concentration, increase alertness, and boost memory, attention to detail, and motivation with brain power. The oils in brain power, this is very interesting too, help dissolve petrochemicals that congest the receptor sites, so clearing brain fog that people experience due to exposure to synthetic protochemicals in food, skin, hair, and products and air. Wow, brain power is really amazing oil. Okay, I use that in my that's one of the oils I use in my husband's roller, which I'll go over that here in a little bit when I give you the recipes, what I use in his roller. For clarity, it's amazing. It has basil, rosemary, and peppermint. Rosemary, actually, you can just sniff the rosemary oil, and the benefits are amazing for your memory. Out of this world. How it really helps you stimulate your brain for memory. So clarity helps to promote a sense of clarity, alertness, and when diffused. It promotes a clear mind and amplifies mental alertness, and it increases energy when overly tired and brings greater focus to the spirit and mind. One great way to empower your child throughout those days, through those times, if he or she needs a little umph to help them focus during the day, proper clarity, and then we all need that. I know I do. I love that combination. Like I said earlier, I use brain power, clarity, and there was one more, cedarwood, I use when I really need to focus on something. So this one smells great. Brain power smells very, very good too. Those are like my two favorites. They smell amazing. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna go over. How did MindWise get on this slide? Oh, I mixed it up. Sorry, guys. So I guess I'll cover MindWise since it's right there. So MindWise is a memory blend, and it's a supplement. It's a drink. The one on the slide right there, that in the little picture next to me, it says MindWise. It's a little drink. You just drink 1 ounce in the morning, and that's another supplement that my husband uses. He absolutely loves it. He noticed a huge difference in the beginning. I mean, it wasn't actually like he started using it for a while, and then we left to go to his parents' house, and he forgot it. And what it was probably about a month and a half after he started using it, he forgot it, and he didn't take it for 3 days. And he turned to me, he's like, wow, I really, really noticed a huge difference on how much I can really just concentrate and focus on the task at hand instead of like thinking of a million things. And he said, he takes it still. He loves that thing. So, like I said, it's a memory supplement. It has been studied for the incredible beneficial health properties. It has a lot of vitamin D. MindWise supports normal memory function and overall cognitive and cardiovascular health. MindWise pairs very well with Ningxia. Some people don't like the way that MindWise tastes, so you can mix it with a little bit of Ningxia. Someone's going to be talking about that after I talk. Lovely Yvonne will be talking about Ningxia, but MindWise supports. It's the main thing. It's very, very great for supporting the brain. So let's go on to the next slide. Vinegar. Love this one. It's 100% psychoterpenes, which I just explained. Has it smells a little funky. It smells very earthy. So Um, so it's grounding, calming, and stabilizing. You can do 1 to 2 drops on the bottom of the feet or inhale for a few minutes in the morning or in bedtime. I found it to be a mind brain's exclusive off switch, and that it really quiets all my mind chatter that sometimes keeps me from falling asleep. So this is a good one for focusing when during the day too. That it keeps you kind of like calm and shutting off your brain, so you're not like focusing on a million hundred different things, um, but you're focusing on what needs to be done. And also, this is a good one to put it in at night. I switch it up a little bit for my husband between this and cedarwood and valor, but usually cedarwood is always in there. But vetiver is also a good one because that's what also turns off the mind at night to not think about all these different things. Um, so when used in combination with lavender and cedarwood on the bottom of the feet, um, vetiver can help you and your kiddo focus on the task at hand. Like I said, vetiver is also known for its anti-inflammatory properties. And it's traditionally used for arthritis symptoms. There has been many studies um, about shown that vetiver vetiver is very successful in the treatment of ADHD. That's why we use it in my husband's focus roller. But isn't it so cool how that one oil can be used for so many different things? You can use it for sleep to shut off the mind at night. You can use it during the day to shut off the chatter in your mind, to focus on the task at hand. And it's also used for arthritic symptoms. How cool is that? That's what is the best thing about these oils. I know I'm going on like a little rant right here, but that's what I want to tell you guys. These oils are so versatile. They can be used for so many different things, not just one thing. That's what's amazing. I just listed 3 things right there and for one oil. Okay, sorry, my rant's over. The next one is Genius. I think I pronounced it right. Genius. This blend is from our KidSense line, which we have several different ones. We have one called Sniffly, Sleepy Jive, Owie, um, Genius, and I think one more I'm missing, but I'm not sure. But it's our KidSense line, and that is already pre-diluted for your kiddos, so they can literally just drop it on themselves. They can do it themselves, either on their wrist, back of the neck, behind the ears. But yeah, they can use it 2 and older. It's already pre-diluted for them, so you need no dilution. You can take this bottle, let them take this bottle with them to school. The oil blend includes cedarwood, cypress, ylang ylang, and a few others. Many people diffuse this oil during homework time, and it is great oil for kids to apply topically as part of their morning routine, or they, like I said, they could take it with them. The oils in, okay, so yes, they can apply it topically. They can use it for after school activities like homework or music lessons, creative projects that need them to be able to focus. Um, I really like that one because it's specifically geared towards the little ones. It's already pre-diluted for them specifically. So, bit of energy. Okay, so some of the recipes I'm going to go over, um, including these are the ones just for focus rollers. Um, so this for the kids who need focus and concentration support, we recommend making a roller bottle. You can do 10 drops of each vetiver, lavender, cedarwood. Fill the rest of the 10 milliliter roller bottle. I don't have one right here. Oh yeah, I do. This one right here. This is a 10 milliliter roller bottle. So you just fill up the roller bottle with 10 drops of each, and then you use your handy dandy fractionated coconut oil and fill the rest of the 10 milliliter roller bottle with that. And you can apply literally, I always do behind the ears, back of the neck. I like my wrists. Those are my main spots that I use. But this is the other recipe I use. This one's the first one was more geared towards kids. I mean, you can use this next one towards the kids, but I would use probably 10 drops and not the 12 to 15. I use 15 for my husband because he needs a little bit more. I only use about 12 for myself. But you guys, everybody is different. That's the thing about roller battles. Everybody's different. Um, you never know, like what what is going to work for you. You don't know until you try. The rule of thumb is always use at least try it for 3 days in a row, 3 or 4 days, and if it's not working for you, add a little bit more. You can always start with 12, and you see that it's not working for you, add a little bit more. But that's what they always say. Don't roll it out after a day or even two. They like to say 3 to a week, 3, 4, 5. Give it some time to actually work and see it working in your body. So that one my husband uses daily. I always have that. Make sure it's always around for my husband. Is Clarity, Brain Power, Bitivir, Patchouli, and Cedarwood in a roller bottle. So those are some few of the rollers that you can use. Besides, instead of diffusing it, you can make the roller bottles. I love them because they're easy access. They're small. They can fit in the backpack. They can fit in a little pencil holder, and take them to school. It's nice that they can apply it any time of the day. That's what I love about roller bottles. They're easy access. They're really cheap. You can get them on Amazon, 24 of box of them for like $12. So, all right, guys. Thank you again for listening and joining in. I will see you guys here in a few minutes.